Toasty versus Omega and DGS. So Leaker has a tummy ache, said he's going to be bouncing out. So we have an emergency sub of one of the Snail on ones. One of the Snail on one players, DGS, is stepping in to hopefully avenge his brethren to the early loss in the initial game of the bracket. So we shall now see Shark Brothers and Omega Leakers here. Much Too Great is coming into chat here, very stunned and confused about that big Sandman leak. So I think we are ready. So it'll be Omega Leakers on the West team with DGS and Omega, and then Shark Bros on the East team and Ellie and Toast. Let's get into it. We can do a solo 1v1 game, but I don't necessarily like the idea. I think we should continue to do the 2v2s. It gives you some more options in how the games are played. Alright, so we got Greed initially from Omega, Greed from Toasty, Greed from Ellie, and then what's DGS picking here? Castle. So Castle was our final. If the game goes post 10, Castle's great. If the game does not go post 10, Castle puts him in a pretty big disadvantage. That being said, we've got Sorcerer, All Out Assault, and Investment. So theoretically, DGS could go from like 100 income to 176 income in one wave, taking both Investment and Castle. So, you know, there is at least some synergy there. We'll kind of see what happens. Elliewood going with the Green Devil opener. This man is a monster. He loves his Green Devil. Castle is the one that gives you plus 40 income post 10. DGS needs to be very careful here. DGS needs to be very careful here. He does not have any income, right? So he needs to play that smart and hope they don't send him. He's not pushing workers. He might be doing it. Uh-oh. Here comes the snails. Do-do-do-do. So this will leak. Wild Shroom leaks the still same amount of 67. The snail change really doesn't change a whole lot for Wild Shroom and many others. He does go 5 worker. He might just leak now next. Period. I don't think there's any way he holds. So we'll see what happens here. He at most is going to get 2 buzz. I don't think that's enough for him to hold. Let's see here. He does send a snail into Elliewood. Elliewood does drop down the buzz though, so that really doesn't change things very much. He has triple buzz. It's something, but I'm not loving it. No, Olev. The stream is not delayed. I think there's no use in delay because there's nothing outside of bragging, right? So if someone really wants to cheat, it doesn't really matter. Is the Green Devil leak here? It shouldn't. At least it didn't used to this setup. I think he holds. If if he leaks, it's going to be like 1 creep, which will be actually kind of bad for DGS and Omega. Single creep leak. You know, not great situationally for DGS and Omega. Kind of concerned how they're going to hold next. I guess he could just simply go double Wild Shroom here, and then he's still fine on 4 because he can just up a buzz. I think that would be my play if I were in his position. Eliwood, though, is about to send a big send into our boy Omega. I don't like this here. I would have much rather seen it farther forward. We're just wasting time. And it's still going to get aggroed first. I don't like that at all. I would have much rather seen a Devilfish up front. That being said, DGS did get a DT here, which theoretically could have leaked him pretty bad. Seems like it holds, though. Because the DT went to the right rather than the left because of the positioning of the units. So while unfortunate to see the Brute make it through, Omega kind of did him to himself there. Like, this was not a great positioning. Didn't really benefit him at all. Kind of puts him in a negative game space. Eliwood is now 7 workers, chat. This is a massive worker push by Eliwood. I don't really think their chances of winning are too great here at this point if things keep up. DGS did get starved again, so it kind of makes sense for him to send another DT here. I don't know if the Warg is enough. But that seems to be his play. I mean, I don't really blame him. It's kind of only such much of an option here. Oh, we did sell and go for another consort. Okay. Long saving still happening here. I don't see this going well for Toasty. He's just getting star for forever. And it looks like Ellie's holding. So that in itself is a little bit of a sketchy situation to be in. Your teammate not getting the leaks and the other person getting the holds. Hold on here. Double imps on 5? Oh god. I responded to the misses for 2 seconds and miss out on the fact that there's double imps here. I don't know what they can do. I mean, like, what can you do here? I think he should have hardened maybe, but then you're really weak 6. Like, imps and brutes, man, this was just a long save from hell. Do they kill boss at least? They do kill boss. But this just seems to be game. Not game necessarily, but definitely big large leaks. 1 imp does get sniped on the left side, but still a ton going to king. 128%. Relatively speaking, is kind of scary. Eliwood and DGS have, actually, Eliwood and Toasty Sharkbows have the income advantage even at this point too, which is kind of crazy. Well, we are seeing 2 games back to back that almost have ended on 5 and 6. Absolutely crazy for this to been the case. DGS is going to send here, not really that much. Same thing with Omega. Like, if you look, they just gained 76 gold total from this. The resend here on 6, I just don't think was it. But where else are they supposed to send? I mean, like, you look at this, he's got a Gatling gun, this guy's got double Green Devil. It makes the most sense to go here. It's just really, really bad for them. To go here, you know? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to check out something for the missus so she can get my... DG is the only one with castle, correct? We do get a leak out of Elliewood, but is that enough? I don't think so. Like, they just went kind of all in here in this situation, and it just doesn't seem to have really worked out. Yeah, it hurts them more because there's 12 workers in Ellie now. Yeah, that's kind of my thought, right? I understand the want to send there, but, like, you kind of need the worker. Like, you're just feeding them workers. Like, if you look at the overall setups here, too, it's not like Elliewood's that great. It's just he's got the 12 worker push here. I think both DGS and Omega are just dead whenever they want to go. Which is kind of just difficult to really plan around, right? What are you supposed to do? Because the reason why he was able to, Zirian, is Toasty was starving DGS, and DGS just had to keep income sending to Elliewood. And so when you're getting income sent, you can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And now we see a flippin' Ghost Knight come out into Omega. Yeah, Ellie's looking to close this game out right now, right here. I don't necessarily love the Fiend send spam out of Toasty, but it should do enough. Exactly, Void. He doesn't really care if he leaks 50. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get high worker push to be able to go for big sends. And it's working. He's very high worker pushed. I guess the Fiends are a decent call if you anticipate him canopying, but Canos just aren't great here. That's GG. I don't see there's no way he holds for both. They're only a 9% king. Wow. 2 games back to back where kids just went hard in the worker push and just went for the big leaks. And see, like, Elliewood does leak here, but it's not enough to really matter. And Elliewood's just pushed hard. The only hope here is the Cano has had time to heal a little bit, but it's taking way too much aggro. That's game. Wow. Well, back-to-back lobbies where just quick games. We are looking at a lot better setup here for the finals. Some good games back-to-back. East team wins. East team, so Shark Bros win again. Best counter to castle, kill him before 10. Man, that was just... I don't even know if that's a castle issue. That's more or less just the other team better. Played better. So, let's go in here. Don't want to start a custom game just yet. I'm going to pull up our bracket again. So, Shark Bros with the win. Omega Leakers, if you want to, you can stay around for the bronze third place match. If you want. Otherwise, we can do a coin flip to decide who wins that one. So, there we go. It's now Froggo Admirers versus Leaking Losers. All right, Froggo Admirers versus Leaking Losers. The Brush of Shame. Brush of Shame. All right, sounds like it's we're good.